Howdy, folks. It is I, Mung, and today we have, once again, another weapon blueprint for MW2. This is for the Sakin MG, and I call this the Mammoth. Now this one is actually kind of gauged more towards your long shots, like after you get LMGs, all of them gold, and you want to get that Orion grind in. This is mainly gauged for your long shots due to its high velocity and very minimum recoil. It's slow aiming, slow handling, but it will not miss unless you force it to. It's like the big brother of that M4 I made, of Yeasty, the M4. Melty, it was Melty, my mistake. I'm losing my mind over here. Now, enough bullshitting. Let's get to the gunsmith. Alrighty. So, for your optic, you're going to want to go with the X10 Angel 40. This is mainly just so you can see the range in the corner, which you'll see later on when we get to the range. This just helps you so that way you make sure you know that you're at the 38 meters required to get a long shot for this. At least I think it's 38 meters. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure the exact range you need for the long shots on LMGs. I just know that on Shoot House you get them across the wall like every other gun. But this is the sight I use. You can use another one if you want. That's all up to preference. But X10 Angel 40. Now, you're going to want to go for the ammo, the 7.62 high velocity cartridges. They'll give you your bullet velocity with a bit of a damage range decrease. But don't worry, we'll bring that back. Next up, you're going to want to go with the Phase 3 grip. This will give you some ADS, aiming idle stability, hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization, while also taking off your walking speed and ADS speed. But that's alright. This thing really ain't made for rushing. At all. You'll see later. Now, excuse me. For your muzzle, you're going to go with the ZLR Talon 5 for your sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness, but with a slight removal of ADS speed, stability, and walking speed. But you'll be okay. You'll make it through. And lastly, we have our barrel. The 20-inch Bruin Silver Series barrel. For the bullet velocity, damage range, control, and hip fire accuracy that you're going to love, with some removal of ADS speed, movement, and hip fire recoil control. But all this is worth it. It's worth it. So, on to the tuning. Let's start with the barrel. You're going to want to get your recoil steadiness and damage range way the fuck up there. Maximum. No hesitation. Get it done. Now, we go on to the muzzle. Same story. Velocity and recoil smoothness. Jesus Christ, that was a lisping. Oof. Apologies there. Let my stupid show. But, as I was saying, get your recoil smoothness up and your bullet velocity all the way up. Both of those, get them done. Now for your Phase 3 grip, aiming idle stability and recoil stabilization. Those need to be maxed as well. And then for the ammo, the high velocity cartridges, the bullet velocity and damage range should be up. I never tune my sights. I prefer them as is, but if you want to, you can do that. Like you can get the flinch resistance up, fiddle around with this down there, the eye position. That's entirely up to you. I just prefer it as is. But with that out of the way, let's get to the range. And here we have it in the range. The big Mammoth of platinumness. Look at that boy. Now, allow me to show you its features. I know you're probably questioning it right now, but watch when you mount. Still got a tiny bit of recoil, but the difference is there. They're mainly made for burst fires, I'll show you here. You see, if you just spray out, you're not gonna hit nothing. So as long as you fire in steady bursts, you'll consistently hit your target 9 times out of 10. And as you can see, like I said earlier, you can see that red right up there in the corner. That'll show you the distance in a game. It won't show you in the range, but this will show how far your target actually is when you're aiming at them. And with that, I am the greatness that is soon to be Mung, and I will see you in the next upload. Ta-ta!